Okay, so we're going over the Harvester, which is an information gathering package from Kali Linux. What this does is it gathers emails, subdomains, hosts, and other types of information such as open ports and banners as well. Scroll down, you can see some of the new features that have come with it. There's saving it to XML and HTML. And we scroll down further, we can see the actual syntax of the command is just the harvester. And we scroll down from there, we can see some of the different options. One of the first options is -d for the domain. This is the domain you're going to want to use. Next will be the data source, which is going to be -b, and you're going to either use different search engines for this, one of them being Google, Bing, or even LinkedIn. The next option is -s. This can be used to start looking at results at a certain spot, and say if you want to start at result 50. Next, you can verify. -f, you can use that to save the information to a file. And then it has some other options where you can use DNS text, and then if you want to use a specific DNS server, and then -l will limit the number of results that it actually uses. So here we have an example of what the command will be. It's harvester, and then Kali, the domain. We're limiting to 500 results, and then we're using Google as the database. So now if we go over to Kali, so if we look at Kali, we'll type in the default command that the example command that it gave us. So harvester -d for domain. We're using Kali's domain, so kali.org. -l for the number of results that we're going to use, and using Google as our database. So it goes to click enter, and it's going to start searching. So it's going to search the first 100, second 100, 300, 400, and 500. And then it'll give us output of the information that it gathered. So here you can see different subdomains of Kali, such as bugs, archive, and then it also has a couple of emails associated with kali.org that I found. And so this is a small little information gathering tool. Nothing major, but using this information you could go on to further tools to do more investigating. So let's run this tool again. This time we'll use Michigan text domain. So again, the harvester, then -d for the domain, mtu.edu, and again we'll limit to 500 results. That way we don't get a huge amount of results back, and we'll use Google as our data source again. So just run that, and it'll search through, and it'll find information relating to MTU's domain name. Alright, and so here we can see all different types of domains. You can see we have DNS, chemistry, geology, admissions, even forestry. You can just see all the different domains that MTU has under it. And then we scroll up, we can see that it found a lot more emails this time with the MTU domain than it did with the Kali domain. Now this is nice to have the information just presented out in front of you, but be nice to save it as a file too. So we can go back to our command and add in the -F option to save it to a file. And so we'll just call it MTU harvest. So we'll run it again. Does the same thing. Shows us searching through Google. And then you'll notice down here on the end, it has this little amendum saying saving file. So we can see that it actually saved the file. Now we can actually try to read the file. And this was actually a surprise for me. I'll pipe it in more, that way it's a little easier to read. But surprisingly enough, when I went to read it, it was an HTML file. When I was reading through it, I didn't realize that this was going to save it to an HTML file, so this was interesting to me. So you can scroll down, but look through it. You can see it's not really formatted well as an HTML file, but all the information is still in there. You can still see the IPs and the domain names. So if we exit out of this, then minimize out of our terminal, and then go into our drive. And then go into our dump folder. And since it's actually a HTML file, we will rename it to mtuharvest.html. And you notice when we right click on here, it now gives us the option to open it with the web browser. So we'll open it with the web browser. Whoops, meant to maximize that. So open it again. Maximize it. And if we scroll through, you can see that it has a nice little presentation for us on the results. So it gives us the domain that we searched, and then it gives us a nice little bar chart of the amount of emails that we've gotten, the amount of hosts, virtual hosts, and some other information. And then we scroll down, you can see all the different emails that I found, and then all the domains, and it gives it to us in a nice readable format. And so that was Kali Linux, or excuse me, the Harvester on Kali Linux. Thank you.